Good morning, children. Welcome back to the second video of A Legend of the Northland, written by Phoebe Cary. It's about what is the punishment and how God punishes people when you behave in a selfish manner. So we'll take it up from the next stanza. So she made a very little cake. As it baking lay, she looked at it and thought it seemed too large to give away. The woman was selfish. She did not give cake from her store. Instead, she started making very small cake from St. Peter. She did not want to share her things, but when she put the cake for baking, she looked at it and thought that this cake was too big to be given to someone. Now, what's trying to say? She saw a saint at the gate, obviously Saint Peter, a historic figure, known figure, and being at the gate asking for a piece of cake because he was very hungry and tired. The woman, being selfish, she had lots of stores, cake stored, but she decided not to part with them. Instead, she planned to make a very small cake and give it away. But while she was baking the cake, when she looked at it, the cake seemed to be too big to be given away to a beggar. So the next stanza, therefore she needed another and still a smaller one, but it looked when she turned it over as large as the first had done. So she kneading means making a dough using flour and water. The woman was miser, selfish. She didn't want to give away her things. The little miser woman thought that the cake was too big to be given away. So she started making another smaller cake. When she looked at that cake, she again felt that it was as big as the previous one. And again, she was not ready to give that smaller cake to Saint Peter. You see the signs of extreme of misery or extreme of selfishness. She had lots of cakes. One cake wouldn't have mattered to her. She was ready to put in effort. She didn't want the saint to go away hungry or be upset with her, or she earns a bad reputation by when people would know she refused saint a cake. She wanted to give something, but for the sake of it, not actually that she felt the saint is tired and weak and should get something. So she went on making another cakes, but every time she made a cake, she felt that they were too big to be given away. Now you have to understand the condition of Saint Peter here. The woman was standing where there was hearth, she was getting warmth, she had lots of cake in store so she had food, warm clothes on and everything. She had lots of things in surplus that she could have shared with the needy. While Saint Peter, on the other hand, was hungry, was tired, was standing in the cold outside, and it was dark. They told you the nights are very long over there. Lights come for a very few hours. So it was dark. And this Saint Peter asked for just one cake. It's not that give me as many cake till my hunger is quenched. He never did that. He just asked for one single cake. He would have taken it and moved it to next door for asking something else. But the lady saw the extreme of selfishness, where she herself was warm and had sufficient food, but was not ready to give Saint Peter any, or to part with any of the things that she had with her. Okay, the next stanza then. Then she took a tiny scrap of dough and rolled it flat and baked it thin as a wafer, but she couldn't part with that. Now you see the explanation. The third time she took a very small amount of dough and rolled it. A scrap of dough, a useless piece of dough that she wouldn't have used for making cake, but she picked it up and thought, why waste it? Let's make a cake out of this. And maybe this will save my reputation. and she started rolling it. The poet says that she rolled and rolled to lay emphasis on the fact that she rolled the dough and made it very thin, like a wafer. She kept rolling it so that it became as thin as a wafer. The equivalent of wafer in India is a papad. So you can imagine how thin is that. Or wafers are available at shops, cream filled wafers. Inside it is cream, outside they covered it with a wafer, and you can see wafers are very thin. An ice cream cone you see, that's that's also a type of wafer. But she was so greedy that she couldn't give that thin piece of bread to the saint. She couldn't even part with that. Now she made lots of efforts that I will make a small one and give it and save my reputation, but no, she wasn't able to give any. Even she was working hard, but she wasn't able to achieve what she wanted. The next stanza. For she said, my cakes, they seem too small when I eat of them myself, and yet too large to give away, so she put them on the shelf. The woman reasoned that when she ate the cakes, she felt that they were very small. But if she had to give them to someone, she felt that they were too big to be given away. You understand that? That was her logic. Why wasn't she parting with the cakes? Because for her it was small. But to be given away to someone hungry, they were too big to be given away. Right? It was impossible to part with them. She put all the cakes on the shelf of her kitchen, and she did not give any cake to Saint Peter. Now the next stanza. Then good Saint Peter grew angry, for he was hungry and faint, and surely such a woman was enough to provoke a saint. Saint Peter became angry. He was very hungry. He was feeling very weak, and the selfish woman was not ready to give him even a small cake. This behavior of the greedy woman angered the saint. Now, saints are very kind. They generally go give blessing and move away. But if you anger them, they are able to curse you, and which could harm you substantially. Now, Saint Peter, why did Saint Peter become angry? First, he was feeling very weak. He was feeling very hungry. And the selfish woman made him wait, but didn't give him any cake. And such a behavior is enough to provoke anyone. Forget a saint, even you will get upset. So that is a saint. He wait for such a long time. And he became very angry. And he said, you are far too selfish to dwell in human form, to have both food and shelter, and fire to keep you warm. Saint Peter cursed the woman and said that she was very selfish. She did not deserve to live like human being. He added that had God given her food, shelter. He added that God had given her food, shelter, fire to keep warm, but she had become selfish for all the resources she had. She did not want to share them with anybody. Now God had provided her with everything. This is the important message of it. When you look at yourself, what has God provided you? You have everything. You have food, you have shelter. When it's cold, you are able to keep yourself warm. You don't have to work for it. Look at the animals. They have nothing. They are on their own. Right? They have to make everything of their own. So as a human beings, we should not be selfish because God has given us so much. We should be ready to part with those who don't have it, who are not so blessed in that way. Right? Now the next stanza. Now you shall build as the birds do, and shall get your scanty food by boarding and boarding and boarding all day in the hard dry wood. As soon as St. Peter cursed the woman, and then she went through the chimney, never speaking a word, and out of the top flew a woodpecker, for she was changed to a bird. As soon as St. Peter cursed the woman, she did not get a chance to speak for herself, because that very moment she flew up to the roof through the chimney and flew out. in the form of a bird. Saint Peter's curse had converted the woman into a bird. The woman turned into the bird. That time she was wearing a red colored cap on her head. The cap was there on the bird's head also. But the woman's remaining clothes were burned and turned black in color, just like coal. People live. Now the last part of is, people who live in the countryside, even the small children who go to school, seen this kind of bird in the wood. They see that she stays there all day and keeps digging the wood with her beak to collect her food. Whenever any child sees this kind of bird, then their elders tell them this story. They say that the bird used to be a woman earlier. She was very greedy, and so she was cursed by Saint Peter and turned into a bird. They get a teaching that they should not be greedy. So thank you staying with me. Hopefully the explanation helps. Till we meet again. Goodbye. I will be back soon with my third video.